It was the American author Oliver Sinek who said, "Leadership is not about being in charge, but about taking care of those in your charge." In just 7 months, Honorable David Omereji redefined what it means to lead with purpose and impact. As chairman of Emohua local government area, his bold vision and decisive actions have transformed communities, restoring hope, rebuilding infrastructure, and reinforcing true leadership. From roads to rural electrification, healthcare to education, security, and the judiciary, this is a story of service, transparency, and people-centered leadership. This story captures the milestones, the challenges, and the triumphs of a man driven not by politics but by a passion to serve his people. This is what Community Senior and Junior Secondary School Omereji looks like before the administration of Chief Honorable David Omereji. Dilapidated and decaying, it was a story of hopelessness until the 7-month-old administration of Honorable David Omereji stepped in. But now, thanks to the 7-month administration of Honorable David Omereji, schools like this can now deliver quality education at the community level in a conducive environment after he carried out the concrete fencing of 105 plots of the school land and interlocking with gates of Omereji Senior and Junior Secondary School.
I want to thank Dr. Honorable David Omereji for what he has done for us. Before, the school was not good, was not furnished well, but he has helped us on the with the will of God. He brought new desks for us. Before, we are sitting in wood desks. Ceiling was some side open, leaking. When it's raining, there would go one corner. There was no comfortable place for us to stay when it's raining. But now he's here. He has gave us good ceiling, fan, light, and new desks, new board, and everything that students need.
Before the chair came, we are sitting on the floor. But now we have a desk to make us to concentrate.
The classrooms were leaking before Chief came and said we should give him 6 weeks that he will renovate everywhere, and truly he has done it. We are very, very grateful. I and my students, on behalf of my students, we are very grateful to see that the schools now, my school now have desks to sit and learn comfortably, unlike before where some of them sit on the ground and we also construct seats. But today is my happiest day to see what Chief Honorable David Omereji has done for us for the Omereji Community School.
On the 15th of January, Honorable Chief David visited the school and made a promise that the condition of this school is not conducive for teaching and learning, and they vowed that he put this school into a good shape. We doubted it because so many politicians have been coming and making such promises. But when he came, I told my teachers, my staff, that this man, with this promise he made, is going to fulfill it. And today, look at where we are.
I want to thank Honorable David Omereji for what he has done for us. Before, we used to use chalkboard, now we are now using marker board. I want to thank you. I want God to bless him for us on behalf of our students.
I am thanking God Almighty who made this possible for High Chief Honorable David Omereji, PhD, the immediate past executive chairman of Emohua Local Government Council. When he came in here, the school position was nothing to write home about. Dilapidated. Your raining season is the worst. You can see everywhere leaking and everything. David came in here Nicodemously one day and made a promise that he's going to renovate this thing within a specific time of office. Everybody doubted, but as God could have it, he started expediting action, and today that has come to reality.
Today I had time to go to my village, and
I say make I take a walk small around the village. It's been a while I got to my secondary school, as in Odegun Community Secondary School, Omereji. And because of the activities there, I felt that, okay, let's go see some little developments that has been here. I'm here with my friend, Agala. Agala is from Ward 13, Rumujan from Ward 14, Odeg, all in the Emohua local government area. I'm going to cover a project that has the life of the government of David Omereji. And seeing this, when I drove past here, I was so impressed, I was happy. And I just have to show to the world that wherever David Omereji is, whether they remove him or they don't remove him, me and I'm not the same political party. I'm not too close to him, but I can tell you for free that with this project that he has done, I'm saying that God should bless him. May God uplift him politically and continue to sustain him and provide for him and his household for living this legendary legacy. And Omereji, we are saying thank you.
The story is the same in Community Senior and Junior Secondary School, Elibrada. Before the David Omereji administration, this is where students here schooled. It was an eyesore until Omereji stepped on the scene, carrying out the concrete fencing of 125 plots of the school land with interlocking and gates.
I came this morning, I saw a load of new chairs heading to my school, and I asked. They said it's a handwork of Honorable David Omereji. So I'm very much happy. I appreciate his effort for having made it possible for us to have chairs. Chair has been a problem for a long time.
We are taking a very new dimension, a different look altogether, unlike before. Before we sit in bare bench, at times some students don't sit while learning, but today the thing of pass.
I'm thanking Honorable David Omereji for the desk he brought for us. Before we never had, we sit on the floor during learning period. For now, the desk he has brought for us will enable us in the ability of learning, focus and concentrate on our studies.
I want to appreciate the government for doing this to us. Because before us writing exam, we used to sit on the floor. At times we used to stand if we are writing it, and we let discipline us. We not be serious at what the teacher is teaching us.
Today, seeing this chair and the student well seated as we are starting our promotion exam today, we thank Chief Honorable David Omereji for this type of gesture, and we are praying that Almighty God will give him long life to live long in this planet Earth for what he has done in this noble institution. And you see, as we are starting our exam today, the students are well seated. They are overwhelmed with this gesture.
Thank you,
Transformations like this were not just in Rumueho and Elibrada. Schools like Community Secondary School, Umodioga, was also nothing to write home about until Omereji's emergence, restoring hope in what was already a bad situation by carrying out a reconstruction, furnishing of 18 classroom blocks and concrete fencing of the school's 115 plots of land with interlocking and gates. Today, Community Secondary School Umodioga stands out as one of the everlasting memories of Omereji's 7 months in office as a chairman of Emohua local government area. After completing the renovation of the school, the students could not hide their joy when they returned to school the next term with brand new writing desk.
When I came in here some years ago, the school was in a sorry state. The buildings, the classrooms, everything
was dilapidated. We were managing how to overcome. I remember too well that the week this work started, after I had looked around, I appealed to individuals in this community to come to our aid to see if some of the buildings can be put in order, or to no avail. On my own, I bought planks, was ready to buy what they call zinc in order to patch some areas that we are leaking. That day I brought those things was the day this work we are seeing here now started. So all I had to do was to stop. And so their intervention has a lot of impact in the school, because we will be in the students will be in the class, water will be rushing, leaking, the roofs everywhere was leaking. The floor, we are not just there was no floor, it was just ordinary sand. If you go into the class, by the time you come back, all your legs, everything will be dusty. So this project came in sometime in February. I think it should be early February. This project started. We thought it was a child play, but to God be the glory that at the end of the day, this building was completed.
Honorable Omereji, I have to commend him for all the good work he has done in my community, more especially the secondary school aspect. He has done a wonderful good work there. If you go to my community secondary school as it stands now, it looks so wonderful, like a wonder world. What a very good appreciation, which I want to render to him.
The work just lasted within a week, a month, maybe 2-3 weeks. The work lasted, but at the end of that the period, this change in government came in, but we thought it would have stopped. But to God be the glory that the work continued until what we are seeing now was done. So we want to extend our gratitude to God Almighty who made it possible, because the intervention was timely. If not for what the government did, I wonder where we would have been to write our this last senior secondary exam.
From community to community across Emohua local government area, Omereji's magic touched not just schools in Umodioga, Elibrada, and Rumoho. It extended to communities like Oduoho Bakari, where he reconstructed the senior and junior secondary school, including the completed fencing of 55 plots of the school land with gates.
The environment was so bad, the zincs were bad, the ceiling everywhere, hoodlums coming, doing the like. But we were very happy by the intervention of the ex-local government chairman. When he came in and gave the school a facelift, we were very happy. For now, the school has something to write home about.
Furthermore, Omereji carried out the reconstruction of 9 classroom blocks in Oduoho Primary School with modern facilities, and the reconstruction of 12 classroom blocks in Rumohia Community Secondary School, Emohua, fenced on a 75 plots of land. The renovation of these schools followed suit with the completed production of 1,500 two-seater students' desks to each school.
He saw that the children in the school were sitting on floor, which was not very encouraging. Out of sheer sympathy, he also brought in about 100 chairs to accommodate those of them under UBE, that is Universal Basic Education, and the senior secondary school. He did not discriminate, knowing full well that equity had been his watchword. That apart, he also constructed fence all around the school. If you go there, the school becomes a seizure. The school is no longer regarded as a glorified secondary school. It is in fact, I would say, a university campus.
But Omereji's massive 7-month transformation in Emohua local government area was not just in the educational sector. It cuts across healthcare, the judiciary, rural electrification, security and construction of roads, connecting communities and providing access across the LGA. While Chief Honorable David Chinedu Omereji's term as local government chairman may have been short-lived, his administration has already gone down in history as an unforgettable, indelible experience in the annals of Emohua political leadership history, remaining one of the strongest foot soldiers of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Sir Amaoposenebo Seminolare Fubara, leading the good people of Emohua local government to the promised land. It was this desire to take the people of Emohua to the promised land that made Omereji carry out the execution of projects in 14 wards of Emohua local government area, beginning with the electrification of 10 wards in the LGA, while the remaining 4 wards, which includes Rumuekbe, Umudioga, Obele and Iba, are ongoing, funded with the instrument of Standing Order ISPO in favor of the contractor.
When he came within 6 months in office in Emohua local government council, he changed the narrative of the Emohua system by providing electricity throughout the Odego communities, because we have been having problem of electricity for the past years, which nobody have ever done. But when David came on board, it was like a dream. He touched the lives of people in the community by this electricity supply. As I am speaking with you now, every time you can go in there and you can attest to see it by yourself. It's not by exaggeration.
And as I do know, ranging from Ward 3, Ward 4, Ward 2 and Ward 1, which is the axis of the Emohua sections of the local government, we did one project or the other, ranging from renovation of schools to electrification and roads.
We started with electrification, which was completed. As a matter of fact, we had 5 communities, and 3 of those communities had the transformers intact. 2 didn't have the transformers intact. But he came, did everything, including replacing the transformers, and gave the community that haven't had light in ages through electrification. So we're very much happy and glad about that.
I must confess that Omereji came in as a man who was very, very prepared to serve his people, hook, line, and sinker. First, in Emohua local government, for more than 2-3 years, there was a total darkness. We didn't have light. But he knew that this particular problem was dear to the people of Emohua local government. And it was a problem that affected big, small, and the old. He therefore decided to ensure that Emohua local government got light.
He made a promise in all the communities in Emohua local government that he is going to restore electricity to all the community. And today in Omudioga, I can see that yesterday Omudioga have enjoyed the power supply from David Omereji regime, which he made a promise.
Moving further, in road infrastructure, Omereji carried out the construction and completion of the 1.2-kilometer Elder Chinedu Tasie Mbere Road in Iba with a 2.4-kilometer drains.
Really, this road was awarded to one contractor. I was not fully involved during the Lloyd regime. But the one I can tell about is when Chairman Omereji, our chairman, was on sick, he awarded this road to one contractor. I was the CLO of the road. I'm also the CLO of the road. So really, the stage the road was awarded to this present contractor is just what they did was only the drainage alone. When David Omereji, the chairman of Emohua local government, awarded the road to another contractor, so to be candid, the contractor did a very nice work. Because when he came, even he started the road during rainy season, that people were afraid that the road will not be okay. But I'm telling you before God and man, the man did a very nice work for us, which the community till tomorrow will continue to appreciate Chairman David Omereji, who rendered this help to us.
The construction and the completion of 1.2 kilometer Ahia-Ezerumuada Road in Ogbakere with a 2.4 kilometer drains, funded with an instrument of standing payment order, ISPO. The construction and completion of 1.5 kilometer road with a 3 kilometer drains in Ndeli community is currently at 75% completion stage, funded with an instrument of standing payment order, ISPO. In Obimini community, Omereji carried out the completion of a 1.2 kilometer road with drains. Not done yet, Omereji extended his development strides to the judiciary, carrying out the reconstruction and furnishing of Rumoji customary and magistrate courts with quarters, the completed fencing and gating of Emohua State High Court complex, the construction and completion of the Elele Alumni Cottage Hospital with staff quarters, while the construction of the Ebeda Magistrate Courts with quarters is ongoing and currently at 70% completion stage. Understanding the critical role played by security to the Emohua people, Omereji carried out the reconstruction and equipping of the Ebada Modern Divisional Police Station with quarters, completed with 10 units of one-bedroom flats each, and the reconstruction and completion of the Rumoji Police Station with quarters.
David Omereji performed extremely well within a short period, ranging from caretaker committee to full chairman of the council. He did extremely well during his tenure. If he wants to recontest again, he will have my support and my people without mincing word.
If any sensible human being can be doing like that politically, people will appreciate, people will commend what David did within a short 3 or 4 months in office. Marveled everybody. On behalf of Emohua community, we say thank you for the work well done, and may God give him the strength to continue with this behavior so that people will now see and appreciate.
Give us road, our access road. He have done it. Now we are enjoying with the new road where he have done for us.
On behalf of the good people of Elele, the youth especially, we thank our amiable leader, David Omereji, for the good work he has done for us. We bless God that he will be alive to witness everything that life has got to do with him.
Since he came into office, he has made us proud. The local government at large, the good work he's doing, infrastructure, human development, and we appreciate him.
It is widely believed that if you want to know the true color of a man, give him power and money. For Omereji, it has gone down in history that when the people of Emohua gave him power, the only thing that changed was how he developed Emohua local government area aggressively, like a personal project in 7 months, without amassing wealth for himself.